peaceful ambiance of the salon, reflecting on her expansive career in the beauty industry. Her aura is one that embodies positivity and promise. And Farida Hossain shared, "I started from age 16, the days of no blow dryers or curling irons and the original techniques of roller setting." Oh my. And styling with brushes and fingers were practiced. Motivated to start her own salon at age 23 in Diego Martin, and then subsequently West Mall. So for those of you who can go back to just the curlers and the brushes and the finger coils and finger twists, yes, we have come a long way with an innovation in the beauty industry. So the Trinidad Guardian, Farida, a wonderful article here, and you guys definitely need to check that out. And of course, guys, let's not forget our Daily Express. The 22-year-old Mistake by Richard Sharon. On Monday, the new U.S. ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, Candice Bond, and her staff gathered at the embassy's courtyard in Port of Spain to remember those murdered in 2001 terror attacks. The ambassador, who was a witness to the World Trade Center strike, laid a wreath at 2 cenotaphs dedicated to TNT nationals who died on that day. One of those names is that of a woman. She may never even have existed. Is it a mistake no one has acknowledged for 22 years? This is how the Empress knows. All right, so people from 78 countries died that day for Trinidad and Tobago, and the names of 40 nationals are recorded as being victims of that very tragic onslaught, that very tragic day, and that's our good stuff. So guys, get to the Newsday, get to the Trinidad Guardian, and of course the Daily Express. We're going to take a break, but before we do that, you know my sayings by now. If no one told you that you are special today, today is that day that I am going to bestow that upon you. You are special and you are wonderfully made. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, I'm going to just tell you a little bit about who's on today and what you can look forward to with Brunch, a taste of Tobago. We'll be right back after this.
Is a dream for the summer. Dreamy, steamy, standard. What you have? All the best deals, no drama. Standard be deed like armor. Go tell your friend, tell your papa, tell your mama. We got more. Standards are what is searching for. Quality brand, discounts galore. New things for the summer, online in store. Summertime is here, so make the most out of it at Standard. Never beaten on quality and price. It nice.
So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa Macal Group.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them thing?
Gonna put my right over there.
Alright, stop. The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Port Mall. But here now I'm going to our wedding. You want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
A taste of Tobago. We went on a break, and I hope by this time you guys are ready and you are in place to be a part of what is happening here. Just a bit about who is on today. We have Dr. Nathaniel Duke joins us. We're going to have a very candid type of conversation. We are speaking on HIV/AIDS, and there's so many events, there's so many levels of conversation that we need to touch on, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to do that today. We also have for our DIY segment, Miss Anolia Anthea De Freitas. Anthea Treasure Trove. You guys know Anola, one of those persons, you know, a whiz at body masks and you know, all those things. We're going to be doing a bit of that today, so get ready for that. We're trying to motivate you and get you in touch with doing these DIYs. Also, book club. Let me mention book club as well. Our very good friend Jewel Green George is going to be with us. She is speaking with educator and author. Yes, Maria Bristol. That is taking place today as well. And of course, you guys know of Beard Boss. You know of the Beard Boss franchise. The owner, proprietor, director, you name it, that is all of those things and more. Akil Andrews joins us, and he is going to be speaking on his business as well as a new location that is coming on stream. So you guys do not want to miss that. But let's take the time to welcome our first guest to the brunch set, Mr. Nathaniel Duke. Now, so many hats, but to us, Medical Chief of Staff of the TRHA and Infectious Disease Specialist. So I'm going to start there. Dr. Duke, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to Brunch, a Taste of Tobago.
Nice to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
How are you doing this morning?
It has been an early one, hectic, but that's normally how the days goes.
Yeah, and you know, there's so much to talk about with respect to HIV/AIDS.
Yes.
We're going to try our best to touch on as much as possible because I know the public is really dying to really get this information out there.
Okay.
Yeah? So let's start by talking about, let's go basic first.
Okay.
And many people, believe it or not, do not know the answers to some of these questions. So I'm just going to ask. HIV and AIDS, are they one and the same?
Well, the virus is called the human immunodeficiency virus. So HIV is the virus. And the AIDS is after you are infected with the virus and you have progressed to where you have acquired immunodeficiency. So AIDS is the syndrome as a result of the viral infection.
Right. That's a bit clearer for me. It's always been one of those questions. You know, how do we classify HIV/AIDS? What category of disease are these?
Okay, so HIV is a virus that specifically targets the immune system.
Right.
Specific cells in the immune system that are targeted. And that results in what's called immunocompromise. And because you are immunocompromised, you can then progress on to develop AIDS.
Can HIV live outside of the body?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. So HIV can exist, the virus can exist on solid surfaces for a duration of time external to the human body. So these experiments have already been done, and you can have the virus existing on solid surfaces for up to 45 minutes to 1 hour outside of the human body.
This is so much to take in, guys. So my next question, obviously, what are the activities that most likely transmit HIV?
The most common form of viral transmission in the world is sexual transmission. Mother-to-child transmission has been significantly reduced via the onset of antiretroviral care. And we also have transmission via blood transfusion, which is significantly reduced worldwide because of advances in blood bank and blood screening. So the most common cause, the most common mode of transmission is sexual transmission.
What about oral sex? Can we get HIV from?
Very good question. So these studies have been done in the earlies with respect to HIV and the oral mucosa. All right? And it has been shown that the amount of virus that will be present in saliva may not be sufficient enough to cause a transmission. However, there's always the caveat to this. Someone who is HIV positive and have a very high viral load, and if you are engaging in oral sex, you can have a transmission if there's a break in the skin so of the recipient,
Right.
on either side.
Yeah.
So if there's a break in the skin, which will allow for viral entry, although it is less common, it can still occur. Now, the two forms of oral sex that individual may be cognizant of. But when you're having, with respect to vaginal secretion,
Yes.
it is highly present in very high concentration in vaginal secretions.
Yes.
So oral sex with one consuming vaginal secretion, there's a more increased likelihood of transmission via that route. All right. I hope everyone is understanding this.
Yeah, I hope you guys are listening, because this is the first time, or actually, yes, the first time, because we're talking on Brunch today.
Yes.
Good morning and welcome again. That we are delving into these questions that are somewhat still taboo, and people don't want to have the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're trying to get away from.
Yes, so we have to break it down for the listening public, because people might not look at the different secretions with respect to oral sex. You have vaginal secretions, you have salivary, as well you have genital secretions from the male. All right? And the concentration of the virus is different in all of these secretions, these mucous membrane secretions, of which the genital secretions, male or female, will carry the highest concentration of the virus.
Yeah.
And saliva carrying the lowest concentration of the virus. So the likelihood of being infected is going to be higher with genital secretions.
Yes. You know, and you're breaking it down so well. It's like, okay, you guys need to know and you need to understand exactly what takes place. How long would it take for symptoms to come to the light? How long would it take for symptoms to appear?
So if someone is infected with HIV, let's say at time 0, if you are infected today, you were exposed today and you got infected today, Your symptoms can start as early as 2 weeks post-infection.
Oh, wow.
And that is called the acute retroviral phase, where you have maximal viral replication and your immune system is now starting to recognize that a foreign body is present. And most people will have flu-like symptoms, non-specific flu-like symptoms. And that's the acute retroviral phase. They will feel fever, lethargy. They might feel just down for the day. You might have some cold sweating. Lymph glands might be swollen. You will just feel out of it. And that's the point that you can pinpoint, my goodness, is this person going through the acute retroviral phase? And we see that in medicine, where individuals will have a very high viral load, 500,000, 1 million virons per mil of blood, per mil. And the immune cells are normal. And they might be HIV negative. So the test is going to be negative. The viral load is going to be exponentially high, and your immune cells are within normal range still. That's the acute retroviral illness phase.
Yeah, it's so ticklish there, so tricky.
It is.
Yeah, because you have persons having false positives, false negatives. You know, you see that happening.
Yes.
So you sit pretty and you sit, okay, well, yeah, I'm good.
Yes, you're good. Yes.
And then it's the complete opposite.
It is.
So it's so tricky. What about pap smears? Because inquiring minds want to know, can you detect the virus through a pap smear?
No, you can't.
Okay.
So the pap smear the papillonicola stain, that's the pap smear, stains for a specific reason. So you're looking for abnormal cells in the cervix.
Right, exactly.
Right, so a pap smear cannot detect the HIV virus.
How long should one wait before starting treatment?
We have recognized that the earlier treatment is initiated, the better the outcome.
Yeah.
So before, one would initiate treatment based on certain clinical parameters. Now, the wisdom and the guidelines state early detection, early treatment to prevent the progress and to prevent your immune system from being crushed or your immune cells from being depleted.
You know, one of the questions that keeps buzzing about emotional support.
Right.
Where can one go to for emotional support?
Okay. So nationally, there are a lot of space to talk. And in Tobago, the Division of Health have a hotline that one can call and you will get someone to speak to, a counselor. In Tobago, we also have the Tobago Health Promotion Unit, which is located up at the old hospital. And they have specifically trained counselors, HIV-trained counselors. It's a specific form of counseling and advocacy. And so you can go there and you will get the appropriate counseling.
Right.
You will get the appropriate psychological support, and you will have the appropriate clinical assessment. Yep.
Okay. And also in terms of, in terms of research, we're getting ready to wrap, but let me just ask, in terms of research, are there institutions or medical bodies that are dedicated to HIV/AIDS research?
Yes. So around the world, there are several research labs just dedicated to HIV. We have the Centers for Disease Control and the National Health Institute. Now, there are several arms of these research labs around the world. In Trinidad and Tobago, we have the Medical Research Foundation, MRF. And that was piloted by Professor Bartholomew, who was one of the pioneers in the discovery of HIV back in the days. So the Medical Research Foundation is one of the arms. They have been one of the arms for the HIV vaccine trials, and they are one of the arms for the treatment trials and the recruitment of patients into treatment trials for new drugs as well. So we do have that arm in Tobago, and they are overseen by the Ministry of Health.
All right. And you know, this is such a wonderful conversation, but guys, we're going to take a break and we're going to be right back with more Brunch, a Taste of Tobago. See you guys soon. All right. So just the public.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and a mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, 1/2 inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
My kings and queens. Before I left you, we were speaking with Dr. Nathaniel Duke. We are speaking on HIV, AIDS, and those questions that people don't want to ask. We're trying to delve as much as possible into those questions and have them answered. You know, I just want to thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you for being a part of what we're doing here. So, Dr. Nathaniel Duke, back to you. You know, we were talking about the public consultation that's coming up, National Policy for HIV and AIDS. You know, let's touch a bit on that. You know, as I have you here, let's touch a bit on that.
Okay, well, what must be said is that this is the first time this has taken place in Tobago. So I must commend the those who are responsible for policy oversight. The Secretary of Health, her team, as well as the National HIV Coordinating Committee under the Office of the Prime Minister to bring this here. So the national stakeholders consultation is something that must be done since we are signatory to international conventions. And the strategic plan must be revised every 3 to 5 years. So as part of our strategic goal, you must have the public consultations as part of the formulation of the strategic plan. And the aim of the strategic plan, this for the next cycle, this consultation is going to go for the next cycle up to 2030. The aim is to have a 95% reduction in transmission, 0 mother-to-child transmission, and a 95% awareness of all who are HIV positive, and 95% awareness among the HIV positive individuals. So that's the strategic goal in the framework of what already exists. HIV in policy for the workplace, the HIV workplace policy, and elimination of stigma and discrimination.
Yeah.
Right.
And you said it so well. You know, that discrimination word, it hangs
Yes.
a bit because of the power it holds. And so we don't have the conversations that we need to have, and we
Right.
need to change that entire narrative when it comes to HIV and AIDS. Yeah, and one of the questions that I got this question, I said, let me ask you as I have you here. Do the symptoms differ in male and female? I saw that question and I said, I have Dr. Duque, let me
Okay.
just ask.
Well, you can have subtle differences in male and female. If a female is presenting with recurrent infection, genital infections, especially recurrent, persistent yeast infection, then you should really think, how is the immune system? And ask for an HIV screen. All right. So you can have subtle differences in the genders, but overall, the presentation is the same.
Okay, I just let me throw that out there because that was one of the questions that I heard buzzing around. How does one contact the hotline? How do we find?
Okay, so the Vision of Health our website
Right.
has everything listed there, all right? As well as one can call the Tobago Health Promotion Unit, right, to the TRHA. And the TRHA's main line is 660-4247. And you can ask to be connected to the Tobago Health Promotion Unit. As well as it's also available on the 211 network.
Okay, so that's the 211 network, and also 660-4247. Right, guys. So you got the numbers. Just in case you guys wanted to reach out, you know, we are creating the platform for you to be comfortable in discussing these very taboo topics. A lot of people are not having the conversation that needs to be had. Yeah. So let's move away a little bit and tell me about your wonderful ensemble. I was watching you when you came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about your wonderful ensemble today.
Well, today's a good day. You're above ground. I know, and you just every day that you're on the earth, you give the necessary thanks to your maker. My outlook on life has significantly changed with age, and my role is I'm beside my job, which is very hectic.
Yeah.
My role is just to, one, teach as much juniors as I can.
Right.
And two, to be there to assist in anyone who asks for my assistance with respect to healthcare.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And because of my international exposure, I also help those who seek healthcare overseas, who cannot get healthcare locally. I can link them up with that. And for the junior physicians who need international exposure, I can find avenues where they can get that international exposure. So I have more or less resorted myself to enjoying the ambience of Tobago now.
Yeah. And what would you say to the viewers? If you had to leave a positive message, what would you say to our viewers today?
I would tell them that on the issue of HIV is still very prominent here. There are nationally over 11,000 HIV patients in Tobago, of which only about 6,000 to 7,000 are in treatment and care. So we do have a significant population who are unaccounted for. Do not underestimate the gravity of this situation. We are still seeing patients weekly at the hospital presenting newly diagnosed HIV positive. All right. I know that COVID had moved our shift away from HIV for a little bit, but that actually allowed HIV to be spread on the island.
Yeah.
In Tobago, we do have approximately 500 patients that we can account for living with HIV, resident on the island. And we always look at that as just a baseline because it might actually be more who we cannot account for. So we would like everyone who's sexually active to know your status. Get tested. The testing and counseling are free at the Tobago Regional Health Authority, any of the health centers or hospitals. And now, all emergency rooms are mandated to provide testing for all patients who come to the emergency room. You can opt out, but we encourage that you, if you are asked, that you can get yourself tested for.
Definitely. And just to reiterate, guys, the public consultation on the national policy for HIV and AIDS. This is a wonderful event that is coming up. It takes place tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, it takes place tomorrow. I really want to urge you guys to take this seriously. Now, Dr. Duke is here with me. He is super, super busy. He's a very busy man. And having him here, addressing these issues, answering these questions is like a 1 in a million type thing. He has a million things to do from day to day. And so I really urge you guys to, take this seriously, get tested, get involved in having those conversations when it comes to HIV and AIDS. So the public consultations, it's taking place tomorrow. If you look at your screen, all the information is there. The consultation incorporates interactive activities that require in-person participation. And of course, to register for this consultation, you have all the instructions there to complete your form. You have the contact information, you have the social tags, you have all of the information right there at your fingertips. So we are calling all the stakeholders, you NGOs, you FBOs, everybody in this space. We are calling you to be a part of this consultation. So we are going to take a break. Dr. Duke, let me thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me thank you. Thank you so much for being a part of Brunch. Thank you so much for imparting some knowledge, because we really need it in this space.
Thank you.
All right. So from our family to yours, have a blessed and wonderful day.
Thank you.
All right. So the trivia question is really interesting. And I am having you guys take a look before I take a break. In the 1960s, what were the names of the 2 cargo ships used to service our sea bridge? Okay, so you guys get to typing, and we want to see the answers that you come up with. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back with more Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. DIY segment is up. I am seeing so many wonderful ingredients on that table over there, so I cannot wait to get involved. All right, so we're going to be right back with Brunch, A Taste of Tobago. See you guys soon.
Scarlett, I be some good of paradise.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
Mount Pleasant Credit Union Back to School Loan Promotion. Loans up to $15,000. Requirements: job letter and a payslip no more than 1 month old. Utility bill, copy of book list, salary deduction, 10% down payment for self-employed persons, evidence of income and expenditure, bank statement, 12 to 18 months, other supporting document. Promotion ends October 18. Contact us at 639-8375 or 8108 or check us out on www.mpcutobago.com or email us at loan@mpcutobago.com. Mount Pleasant Credit Union's Back to School Loan Promotion. Mamai Lakai Home Services. We specialize in cleaning of carpets and rugs, mattresses, living room and dining room sets, vehicle detailing, cleaning and sanitizing of homes and commercial spaces. We also do landscaping and tree cutting, pressure and power washing, floor care, fumigating and air purifying. You can also call us for professional painting services, babysitting and adult sitting. Call us now 333-4430 at Mamai Lakai Home Services. We take cleaning to another level.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your lights can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Mount Pleasant Credit Union present the Edgar Davidson Bursary Awards 2023. Awards available are SEA, CSEC, and Cape. Tertiary, technical and vocational. Your requirements are complete the application form, student's performance report, or transcript. Applicants must be a member or a member whose child wrote an exam in 2023. Forms are available via our website or can be collected at our branch office. For further information, www.mpcutobago.com, marketing at mpcutobago.com, or call us 639-8902 or 8375. Deadlines for submission 15th of September 2023.
But this place so boring, you know. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them things?
Follow Portmore right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Portmore, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Portmore. But here now I'm going to have with you. You want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Portmore.
We are back with Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Like I said, it's DIY time, one of my favorite segments on the show. And of course, my sister, Anola De Freitas, is here. You guys may know her as the owner, proprietor of Anthea's Treasure Trove. And she is here, and I'm so happy you guys caught me putting the gloves on. You know, I can't wait because we're doing lovely things today. We're doing, what are we doing though?
Body scrubs.
One of my favorite things, body scrubs. Yeah. So, Anthea, Anola, I'm calling you everything.
Call me everything. That's all good.
It's Anola to me.
Yes.
You know, and I just want to thank you so much for being a part of Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
What are we doing today?
Okay, so I'm very happy that you like body scrubs, first of all. So it's going to be something that I'm going to allow you to do hands-on, just to show persons how easy it is to make it at home. Because DIY, you don't want it to be that you have to go elsewhere, out to the country to get this stuff. Everything that I'm going to be showing you here, you can get it right here in Tobago, and you'll see how easy it is to get it done. The hardest thing might just be to put on that gloves. But outside of that, right? we get it. But if you're not getting it on, don't worry. We're gonna get straight into it. So with the body scrubs, right? So as you're getting it, and I'm just gonna share with the listeners. So with the body scrubs, we are using two main ingredients, an exfoliant, and we are choosing today the sugar as the exfoliants that we'll be using, and then we're using different oils.
Right.
Being International Chocolate Day, we're gonna have the chocolate featured in one of the scrubs. All right, so we're gonna have the chocolate featured, and this one is blended with Trinitario chocolate because we use that a lot at Anthea's in the formulation of our product. Right. So we're gonna open up these bags. So if you could help me so that we could get it all done. So in here we have sugar. We have them two textures, one straight out of the supermarket, the bag. I'm not promoting any brand, so I changed it up, and we're just going to be pouring the sugar into this bowl, your clean bowl. So you pour.
I'm pouring.
You just pour in here with me. In here with me.
All right, nice.
You're pouring in. Yeah, we pour in. Look at how fun that is. Just pouring and all is fun. So we empty the contents in there. And then this one, we milled it. So we made it very powdery. So you're having two different textures of the sugars in there. Yeah, so like we have it there blended. So it looks like caster sugar. Don't know if you've seen it well.
Because there's a powdery type of texture that I absolutely love.
Yep. So what I'm going to ask you now, because we really want to get all into it, so I'm going to ask you to put your hands in there and mix it. We want to mix it.
Yeah.
So as you're mixing, I'm going to be putting these away. As we're working, we want to ensure we clear our little space. So just knead it up really good.
Oh, I love kneading.
So we're right up here, Ali. So once you're satisfied with how it feels, now we're going to be separating it. Right? You're happy with how it feels at the moment?
Feels good.
Fantastic. So in here, this is one of the, we have the oil. So as it's International Chocolate Day again, inside of here we have some cocoa butter with some cold pressed coconut oil, and we have avocado oil in it as well. So I'm going to shake it up, and inside of each of these 6 containers that are in front of us, right, we're going to be putting a little bit of this oil blend.
Okay.
All right. So I'm putting this here. So if you can measure, and be putting one of this in each of these 6 bowls. So just want to lift it up so persons, So you just empty that into this bowl. And then we do the same with this. So guys, you see how easy this is to do at home. You have the oil of choice. We chose certain oils. You might not like one type of oil. You can choose what you like. All right, so we have 2 more to fill. Yeah.
It's bowls up and
I'm
bowls
telling you. Because at the end, you can give it to your friends. So think of it. And you know, today's actually World Hug Your Boss Day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, today's a day with many things happening.
Yeah,
so that's even
a
lot going on. So this is the first oil we're going to use. And then the second one we'll be using at this time is this. This one, in these first 2, because at the end, we want to have 6 body scrubs, 2 of each. So we're going to be putting the chocolate oil inside of these 2.
Right.
And then the other 2 that we have, we're going to be using a fruit oil. These are oils that we have at Anthea's Treasure Trove. Right. So this is an infusion of different fruits like citrus with the mango skin, and then has this sour stuff. Yeah, I need you to smell this. No, for real. You need to smell this. This is the fruit.
Woo-wee!
This one, I'm telling you, when you smell that, it's like, you know, you could eat yourself. Smell this one. This one, it
smells so good. Oh, my. I feel the fart. You all know the chocolate bar nuggle, right? That's what I feel.
That's the way I feel for, right? So I'm going to shake this one up with the, what I'm doing, I'm going to shake this one up. So this actually have grains of the coffee beans inside of it.
Oh,
so you're going to put one of that there.
It's wonderful.
And we're going to put another one in this one. Put again. We're going to put another one in this. In this, sorry. So what I'm going to do is put 2. Put there, and then, So we're just preparing everything to make it very easy when we're moving forward. So this I'm going to just quickly wipe it out. And now we'll be doing the fruits. So you could open this for me.
So let me do this one.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so nice.
I'm telling you the smell, right?
Yeah.
So you could do your own infusion at home using different fruits. If you want to have that fruity scent, you put the oil of choice mixed with either the leaves or the skin as we have here. So put 2 inside of that one. Yeah, 2.
And guys, if you notice, all of these are natural products. They are found
right here. Yep, right here. So persons sometimes will be like, oh, I can't find this. No. We're going to have to put this back here because this one is to the mint.
Other one here?
Yeah, so if we could just put that one in there. Don't worry. Everything, we're going to fix it after. We're making nothing a problem. So are you finding it difficult, or you seeing that this is something you could do at home?
Yeah, I could do this.
You can do this. The final one, this one is the joint oil with the menthol and peppermint, if you want to give it a little bit. So persons who have that achy joints, might want to massages, you want to do it for your feet. This one has the peppermint oil inside of it. It has nutmeg, ginger, bay leaf, all inside of it, blended. Normally we would warm it and apply it, but this one we're going to be adding it to our oil, right? So we're going to be doing, so you're going to give me 2. And guys, you see how easy this is. All those ingredients that we talked about, these are things you can go and just pick up at the pharmacy, at the supermarket, just in your garden.
Definitely.
Yep. So no excuse. Actually do it yourself. So we're going to cover this one back here. All right. So because of the coffee beans in this, I don't know if you're going to see it, but this one is brown, right? This one, what I'm going to use is a little bit of the turmeric powder to give it that yellow. Because we're using things, so don't tell me I don't have no yellow. You have a little yellow there at home that you can use, all right? So we're going to put this, I don't want to mix up these spoons. So we're going to have that. Thank you, Janelle.
You're welcome.
All right, and this one with the peppermint, to just have that feel on the inside, open that for me. We're going to be pouring this into this one, Janelle. So these two, the minty scrub, we're going to just be adding this to it. We just shaking it in. So guys, you know, if there's a tea bag that you like, you know, there's some citrus ones, you could add to it because that also gives you the exfoliating benefit of it. And we're going to put
and that's what we want.
Yep.
We want to exfoliate.
Yep. So now we're getting down to it. So you mix these two. All right, guys. So we're mixing. We're mixing. What we're doing for these is incorporating the colors and...
Yes, we're fusing all the various parts.
And this is what you'll be doing. You're just doing a gentle mix. And the next step is actually just putting the exfoliant, which is the sugar, the milled one and the one regular out of the bag at the store. We're putting that into here. All right, so Janelle, so you're going to do the honors now. Put 1 cup of sugar. So you fill it.
My mixture.
Yes, of your mixture into the bowl. 1. So as you're putting it in, I'll just be mixing it up. So we mix in. Go again. Put some more. So this something you could do alone, or you could do it with your kids. You could do it with your spouse. You could do it with your girlfriends at a party.
Yeah, my daughter would love
She will love this, right?
Yeah.
So we mix in. What we want to do is to just incorporate everything. You see how it's looking?
Yes, definitely.
Do you think this is something you want to use, Janelle?
Yes,
definitely.
And it smells so good.
And because we're not using any water in it, we don't need to use a preservative. All right?
Oh.
I know that you might be thinking,
heard that?
yeah.
Yeah, say that again.
Because we're not adding any water to it, we do not need to use a preservative. Somebody might say, okay, but Anula, we might be putting our wet hands in it. What you can do, you're going to see how we're going to solve that problem. All right? So we're going to mix this up nice.
You want me to continue this one?
And then I would just do another.
Let me put the
you know what? Let's just put the sugar in all of them.
Yeah.
And then we would. So if you could just give me a full container there. Just give me a little more. Yeah, just give me a little more. We're not being generous with it. We're just filling it up. We're just filling it up. Right? And this is something that I actually teach people at our store, because we have workshops where we teach people the same thing. You know, it's... So we're mixing this up, Janelle. We're mixing.
Yeah, mixing.
So if you're getting the scents coming out already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice scents, nice colors.
Well, I want to do a facial.
Well, then you just choose the ingredients that you want. One that is really nice and mild. Yep. So we mix in. Oh, this one is spilling up, but we'll sort it out though.
Ooh.
If it is you want it to be drier, you use less sugar. No, sorry, you use more sugar, right? Less oil.
More sugar, less oil.
Yeah.
And if it is a drier
put a little there for me. Yeah. If you want it to be more oily, you just use more oil, and that's the oil of your choice.
Right.
Yeah. So we just want to do these really quickly because we're almost coming to the end of it now. Yeah. And guys, this is just...
we just put the sugar one time?
Yeah, please. So you would use anything. There's some people who prefer sea salt, but we chose for this one the sugar.
Yeah.
Because sugar is something that people have, and somebody might be concerned about, okay, if I have a cut on my hand, if it's going to be, you know, it's going to burn me, you're not going to have that effect with this. So we mixing it up really nice. Janelle, I'm hoping you're really loving this experience.
I am.
Yes.
I told you I feel for a facial right
now.
With one of those nice umbrella drinks. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now.
Well, you can do that. Because these scrubs are going to be yours at the end, so you could choose who you want to give it to.
Yeah,
you know?
I have a couple people.
You have in mind, right?
Lined up.
They better treat you good today and talk to you nice.
Know, right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, so we have these here. And then just like that, we're finished. If it is you want more oil, or you're satisfied with what you have? Yeah, so am I. So now the next thing we're going to do is just put it in the jars.
Yeah, like this.
You like that. So let me make sure we don't mix that up. This.
So I can move this now.
You can move this. And I'll just quickly clear this. Yep. Right. Right. So we have this sorted out here. So we're going to start to just spoon it into the jars. So you have these two.
So these here?
For that. I'm going to do these two. And then we have this final two at the end. So guys, you've seen how easy this is. I want to clear the table so that you don't miss a thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, my spoon broke.
Your spoon broke?
But that's okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna just
spooning.
And we've already put the labels on these. I don't know if you've seen it. We put it, you get it straight off the internet. It says handmade sugar scrub.
Right.
You label it because as Janelle is doing, she's gonna be giving this as a gift to some special person.
Oh yeah, I have so many people lined up.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I heard as Anthea's treasure trove is gonna be on brunch today. I had to hold my head because I know it's good fun, good
it's gonna be good.
everything.
Yeah. And this is really to encourage people that they should really do, whatever they're good at, do it.
Exactly.
No excuse. You have no excuse.
So you heard that, guys?
No excuse.
No excuse.
If you're baking bread, do it.
Yeah.
If you're cooking food, do it. You're sewing clothes, you do it. And you do it confidently. As I was sharing with Jana, when I was coming, I realized I didn't have the apron. And you see these aprons that we're wearing here?
Yeah.
Designer fit, right, Jana? We're making nothing a problem. This is garbage bags we cut up. This is to show you're going to have inconveniences that would come,
Yeah.
But you have to determine in your mind you're getting it done. And we chose that we're getting this thing done. Exactly. And look at us.
And
orders might be coming in for these aprons
soon.
These are
custom made, okay? Vera Wang, watch out.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Coming to a store near you, So we're putting these. But you know what, Janelle? So look at how beautiful this looks. And this is the chocolate one.
So good.
What I did is that I had some cookie soaps.
Yeah.
And I decided that what we could do is to decorate it. So we could put a little sprinkling on the top.
Oh, yeah.
Just to add to the whole thrill.
Yeah, the whole ambiance.
Just do that. So I'm going to let you sprinkle. And this one here is the fruit one that we colored with the turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did one with more turmeric than the other. So we have like two different intensities in the color. So you just cover that, Janelle, when you're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, you see how easy it is. Somebody might be saying, but I know that somebody else might be doing body scrub because they might decide they want to do a little business with this,
Yeah.
The possibility. But remember, what you have to bring to the table, it's unique to you.
Yes, and it's about your light, okay?
Yeah.
So let your light shine.
Most definitely.
Bring what
look at this.
you have. That is so
Guys, look at this. Are you seeing it?
good.
We're decorating this thing, making it look
And I'm loving the fact that you're using coffee.
Yes.
Turmeric. So just this morning I had some turmeric mask. I see it going down. And I'm there and I'm talking with my daughter and I'm like, you're using out the face
You're using
mask.
out your stuff.
And then I hear Anola is coming today.
You see, God answers prayers.
Went off,
Yeah. That's it. So while I'm doing this, you can just decorate the top of this one.
Yes, please.
But if you notice, these colors looking kind of the same, huh?
Yeah.
So what we will do for this one, put the green on top of that, as that one was the minty one, so we would know the difference.
Yes. So minty mixture is the green.
The green top.
Flakes.
Yeah. Guys, you see how quick and easy this is? Something for a little birthday party.
Yeah.
All sorts.
This is so nice.
So I'm gonna let Janelle do this final one here.
I will do that.
Yeah. So those persons who will be blessed up by these things, Janelle, well, in case you change your mind, you know how to make it from scratch.
Yes, I do.
And those
I know
jars, you
how.
can get them very easily right here. We have them at Anthea's Treasure Trove. And there are other things you might find other jars at other locations that you want to use. Right? What we're going to do now is we are going to put them in these cute little gift boxes. Because remember, you want to give them as gifts, right? So now we're going to open it up. Yeah. So sorry.
Over here.
Like on top here. You just pull it open.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, there's a lot
And if you
there.
notice inside of it, I put this little thank you with a spoon. It's one of the ice cream spoons. I guess if you see the ice cream spoons. So we put it inside so the person could use that.
So you have a
for
dipper.
taking, yes, using that as the dipper.
That is
So we have that. So we're gonna work really quickly here and just get these ready just to show you how easy it is.
Yes, it
You
is.
get these done. So Janelle, these are, yeah? And because I like pretty little things, right, Janelle?
I know you do.
When somebody gets something from me, I want them to know real love was put into making it. So I'm just using these shredded paper and just sticking it here by the side.
Yeah,
and
giving
Janelle,
it-
the people who you giving this to, they better know his love went down here,
Love,
you know?
hey, watch me.
It's real. Level up. Nothing holding back.
Level up.
So we're
Well,
gonna
they better appreciate
Yep.
it.
So it's level up. So we're doing this one. So Jana, you could just stop a little by the side.
Let me stop.
Yeah. And then on top of that, now look at this. When I tell you level up. So this one we have is the peppermint, Janelle, with the green on top.
Right.
So I'm just gonna use this and use a little green bow and tie it, guys. You see when the creativity come in. You know, sometimes you might see things, you see on the table having a few little things here. But that's how it is sometimes when you're creative.
Yes,
when the
exactly.
excitement come in. You know, guys, so really get your hands in there and don't limit yourself. At Anthea's Treasure Trove, we always say let creativity come alive. Let
Exactly.
creativity come alive. Your creative way of doing it is what differentiates you. When you do it for your family or just for yourself, it's a wonderful feeling to know you don't need to come to the store to buy it. You go get your ingredients. You know, Christmas is coming soon. Do it yourself. Yeah, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do it yourself. So I'm adding this little tag here as you're doing that. I'm adding this little tag here, Janelle. You're seeing it here?
Right.
So that you can write a little love note to Suzanne with love, made with love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Level up too.
So Suzanne, if there's a Suzanne in your life, Janelle, this one is this one is Suzanne's own, and this one is the fruit. And so the timing of this for me is a really good opportunity. So I really want to thank you guys for that. Janelle, really, really do.
Thank you so much.
Because as I was sharing with you, this is something that we do. People actually just come to learn how to do this as we do workshops with these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. They come and they do it. So guys, look at how this is some, I would want to get this as a gift, Jana, won't you?
Yes, I would. I would love to have this as a gift.
And to see, and you know, many people are very concerned about if there are chemicals and harmful chemicals inside of certain things.
Yeah.
You're seeing how easy, from scratch, in the comfort of your home or your studio, you can make this.
Definitely.
You can make this. Beautiful gifts. Yeah. So are you getting any creative ideas coming out here as you're making this, Janelle?
So many.
Yeah.
So many. And it's definitely something that, you know, I could do and put my own little twist.
You can.
My own little idea on it.
On it, right?
Yes, definitely.
So you see, we're wrapping it up here now. I think we did an awesome job, Janelle.
I think so. Oh, this one has no filling.
Nothing. You see, so we there. And somebody might say, okay, no, I don't want to use oil. What else could I use? You could use a lotion. You could use a lotion and add the exfoliant of your choice.
Definitely.
I brought some lotions there that you could have used. You know, instead of using the oil, you have a light lotion at home. Because you may be thinking, I have oily skin, a light lotion at home.
Right.
And you use that.
Okay, so you have, there are options.
Yeah, you're not limited to like, oh my, I can't use the scrub.
But some people, oil might not be their thing.
Yes.
So they may not want to use oil.
Yes.
Yeah, but how do we reach you, Anola? How do our viewers reach you?
So on social media, I'm on Facebook, so you could either check Anthea's Treasure Trove TT. So that Anthea's Treasure Trove TT, or you can use Anthea De Freitas on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as well, Anthea De Freitas. I'm on TikTok, Anthea De Freitas. I'm on YouTube, Anthea De Freitas or Nola De Freitas.
So it's
Anthea
De Freitas all the way.
All the way, or you can visit our store at Tobago Beach Facility. You see the apron trying to slip off?
Yeah.
At Tobago Beach Facility, you can check us there as well. Right on the beach on the side with Miss Jean Crab and Dumpling.
Right.
Or you can send a WhatsApp to 284. That's 868 because I know people are looking from all around the world. 868-284-8432.
All right, just repeat the number.
The number, okay. So it's 868-284-8432. Right? 8432. And what I'll do, I'll go back and I will put it in the comment section so persons can see as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Because there might be persons thinking, okay, I can't do this. This is so easy. Janelle did it.
Easy enough.
And she is confident that she can do it. And you can do it just as well. Easy gift ideas to give to teachers, to give to a man, you know.
Yeah, this is so nice.
And they look gorgeous. Look at that.
Colors.
Yes.
The scrubs themselves.
Yeah. And the scents we got them using local ingredients. And the finished product, look at how beautiful these look. So Janelle.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
It's gorgeous.
This is wonderful.
And to think you did it for yourself. And you have the little cards. We attached the little cards.
You can write.
So that you could write on peppermint scrub.
Yeah.
You can write all of these things. And persons who might be wondering, these little cute things, we have them at Anthea's Treasure Trove. So you could come, you could get your jars, you could come, you could fit them in. Because this is even for a wedding. Imagine you're having a wedding and you're thinking, I want a little gift. That's you right there.
And
you make your own. You make your own stuff.
Yeah. And these are the lotions. She was talking about vanilla, chocolate.
That's the chocolate vanilla.
Body butters.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. These are wonderful. Citrus burst.
Smell that one. Smell that one. That one is made with grapefruit. The grapefruit skin, mandarin skin.
I'm loving the citrus burst. Woo!
It's gorgeous. And if you see on the table as well, we have some of, you see that one with the shell? That one is made with the water right there at Stoby, where we're storing. With a little map of Tobago.
This is so nice. And there's a little cute little Tobago inside.
I know.
Oh
my,
it's so cute.
It is. And the final one I want to show you is one with the chocolate, as it was International Chocolate Day. I'll show you this one.
Good smell.
Oh, look at this one, Janelle. Open that one. And tell me how much you love it. So you open it, it's actually, because the tagline for the business is food for the skin, we deliberately present everything. Actually, just open it for them to see. So both you and they could be surprised. With it being food for the skin, we present every single thing to look like food.
Oh, and it looks like a cupcake.
So you can just take it right out.
It looks like a cupcake.
So it's a cupcake soup. It's a chocolate with yogurt cupcake.
It's so wonderful.
I know.
It smells so good.
Yeah. So really, as I want to encourage people, let creativity come alive. Whatever your area is, whatever your area of gifting, Janelle, is going to open doors for you once you just boldly step out of your comfort zone. I always say that nothing good happens in your comfort zone. Really do it yourself.
And that is what keeps us, you know, in prison.
Yes.
When we can't step out of the comfort zone.
I know people say that. Yeah, and that's the truth.
Yeah, because the first step is choosing to step out of your comfort zone.
That's true.
Yeah, so guys, I hope that you are seeing these beautiful creations, they're actually things that you can do.
Yeah.
You know, I, for one, love natural body scrubs and soaps and, you know, lotions. I love that we're using our natural products from our environment, from our space, you know, our lovely island of Tobago. Tobago, good morning and blessings to each and every one of you on this lovely island. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning, and we just want to thank Anthea. Oh my gosh.
Anola Anthea de Freitas.
I just want to thank you so much for coming and being a part of this.
Thank you.
So it's, you guys will know where to find her. She's going to put all the information in the comments so you guys will know where to go. Yes, so we're going to take a break. We're going to be right back. Join us for our book club segment. Our good friend, my sister from another, Mr. Jewel, is here, and she's going to be speaking with author and educator Maria Bristol. So you guys do not want to miss this. We'll be right back with more Brunch, a taste of Tobago. See you guys soon.
Is a dream for the summer. Dreamy, steamy, standard. What you have? All the best deals, no drama. Standard be beat like armor. Go tell your friend, tell your papa, tell your mama. We got more. Standards of what you're searching for. Quality brand, discounts galore. New things for the summer, online in store. Summertime is here, so make the most out of it at Standard. Never beaten on quality and price. Ignite.
So your car break down.
Oh, no, not again.
And you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance. That's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them things?
For the port right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hills, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you and Portmore. But here now, I'm going to tell you, you want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
Jimmy's Holiday Resorts has 1, 2, and 3 bedroom, fully self-contained apartments located at the heart of Crown Point. Minutes walk to the popular beaches, restaurants, bars, and the airport. Enjoy our amazing amenities such as fully equipped apartments, complete with Wi-Fi, AC, TV, and a pool, and the mini-mart on the compound. Call 639-8292 or 8929. Jimmy's Holiday Resorts is your family's home away from home.
Right now, Tobagonians are just currying down to Bonaccord, right in Stobie Local Road. You know why? To come down and shop at Authentic Builders General Hardware, the only hardware store in Tobago that is giving you guys Trinidad prices. So for instance, such as steel, 1/2 inch and 5/8, $7,895. 5/8 construction ply for $260. Every single thing that you will need to do your home renovation or start your new construction, we have it right here. And to get your quotation, it's very easy. Just WhatsApp us at 272-1990 and we will do your free WhatsApp quotation for you.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. Live more.
Mount Pleasant Credit Union Back to School Loan Promotion. Loans up to $15,000. Requirements: job letter and a payslip no more than 1 month old. Utility bill, copy of book list, salary deduction, 10% down payment. For self-employed persons, evidence of income and expenditure, bank statement, 12 to 18 months. Other supporting document. Promotion ends October 18. Contact us at 639-8375 or 8108, or check us out on www.mpcutobago.com or email us at loan@mpcutobago.com. Mount Pleasant Credit Union's Back to School Loan Promotion. Mamai Lakai Home Services. We specialize in cleaning of carpets and rugs, mattresses, living room and dining room sets, vehicle detailing, cleaning and sanitizing of homes and commercial spaces. We also do landscaping and tree cutting, pressure and power washing, floor care, fumigating and air purifying. You can also call us for professional painting services, babysitting and adult sitting. Call us now, 333-4430. At Mamai Lakai Home Services, we take cleaning to another level.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice car get damaged bad, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard, I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard, I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Mount Pleasant Credit Union present the Edgar Davidson Bursary Awards 2023. Awards available are SEA, CSEC, and CAPE. Tertiary, technical and vocational. Your requirements are complete the application form, student's performance report, or transcript. Applicants must be a member or a member whose child wrote an exam in 2023. Forms are available via our website or can be collected at our branch office. For further information, www.mpcutobago.com, marketing at mpcutobago.com, or call us 639-8902 or 8375. Deadlines for submission 15th of September 2023.
But this place so boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes? Then look no further. Portmore is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Portmore, the island's beat.
And good morning to you, and thank you for joining us on Book Club Corner. I am Jewel Green, and every Wednesday right here on Tobago Updates, we speak with a local author, talking to them about their book, about the literary arts, and their love for the written word. And today we have with us a phenomenal author. She is the former vice principal of the Scarborough Methodist School. She is the latest Commonwealth poetry podcast guest, and she's also a very educated person. She has a Bachelor of Education in Language Arts and a master's. She's hoping to read for her PhD, soon. So we have somebody here with us who is a poet and an educator, and we welcome Maria Bristol with us today. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. And of course, before we get into the book, we always thank our sponsors. We want to thank our wonderful sponsor, Neve from Eye for Design, right there in Lowlands, for this beautiful centerpiece that he's given us. Also want to thank the House of Zarabi, Monifer, fantastic fashion designer, for giving me this breath of sunshine and happiness today. I tell you, she's fantastic. You all got to get your outfits from her, right? Republic Day is coming up. You want to be outfitted for that day. And we also want to thank Joe Field Wines for giving us our libation today. We will be doing the 5 S's of wine tasting. But our guest here today, she has a non-alcoholic choice. We won't tell you what it is. So she will be sampling hers and I will be sampling mine. So we want to get into the wine, Maria. Well, I will tell you how it is and you can have some of yours, all right? So we have this wine from Joe Field Wine. It is the sweet potato wine. It's a sweet, very light wine. And I'm going to be doing the 5 S's of wine tasting. And of course, we swirl the wine. We see the wine. We look at the color clarity. We sniff the wine. And we sip and we savor. Cheers. Well, Maria, you don't know what you're missing, girl.
I could tell.
Maria is a longtime friend of mine, and she is the treasurer of the Tobago Writers Guild. I have known her for quite a while, quite a lovely person, and I want to thank you for being here with us. We want to get into these poems today, right?
Sure.
We don't want to miss a beat. Maria has, in this book, Tobago Imprint, and this is a book that the Tobago Writers Guild has published itself. Oh gosh, you all seen my stickies, as usual, you know how it is. And this Tobago Imprint, Maria has 4 poems in this book, right? And we're going to be getting into her poems. But before we get into that, I want Maria to tell us about her experience. Maria was on the Commonwealth Poetry Podcast. And when was this?
That was last week. No, on the 30th of August.
Yes.
The day before Independence Day. We had
Fantastic. And they featured Tobago, you told me.
They featured Tobago.
So tell me, how did that come about? And what was the experience like for you?
It was really nice. It was a nice experience. I spoke to one of the Writers Guild person, Sister Lorraine Boris Phillip.
Yes.
She introduced me to Mr. Gladstone Solomon, who is one of the persons involved in Bees for Development. That is, they have apiaries and so,
yes.
Of course, here, right? And he was doing this podcast concerning bees, but he said that he wasn't confident to do anything about poetry because he wasn't into poetry. So he was asking for one of our Writers Guild members to step up to the plate, and he asked me, and I said that was okay. So that's how I got involved.
That's so wonderful. I like when NGOs and friends, we just network, right? We don't just stay in our corner and say, you know, I will do it on my own. I just love that. So he pulled you in. So he's a beekeeper in Tobago.
Yes, he's a beekeeper in Tobago.
Right. And there's an apiary association.
Yes, that's right.
So
it's
he's
called
part of
Bees
that.
for Development.
Bees for Development. Yeah, we put in a plug-in for another NGO. Bees for Development. And he was part of that podcast. Go look for it. It's called Commonwealth Poetry Podcast, and it's fantastic.
Yes, it
we
is.
want all authors to get on that program, so we're working on getting that done. Tell me, what poem did you do on that program, and what was the feel for you introducing Tobago to the world through that program?
Okay, now when they invited me to come, I selected some poems. So I said, okay, Trinidad and Tobago is known for Carnival, so there was one on Carnival.
Right.
And I know that Independence was coming up the next day, so I said, okay, I'll do one on Independence. And then I did another one. But while he was speaking, I found that there was an expectation that I should have done something on bees. So while they were talking, I said, okay, but I could write something while they are talking.
Of course.
So I started to write, and I wrote this poem on bees. And it came across very well.
Yeah.
They say it was the first time that someone did a poem on the spot on a topic that they were being interviewed on.
When you have talent, you could do these kind of things, guys, right? When you have talent. So in the Tobago Writers Guild, just giving you a hint. So at the end, we have the creative session, right?
Yes.
At the end of our meetings in the guild. And we usually on the spot sometimes ask people to do pieces, just write something. Maria is always ready for us, right? She always has a poem. And before lickety split, Maria's come up with something. So I could imagine you just sit down there and in 2 seconds, right?
And I came up with it, and they were blown away. They was like, this has never happened before. You just wrote that? I said, yes, I just wrote that.
Yes.
So they asked now that the Bees for Development, they have a monthly newsletter, and they asked permission to put the poem on the bees in there.
That is fantastic. Yeah. That's really fantastic. I tell you, we're doing great things. We're doing great things in Tobago. We're doing great things in poetry. We're doing things writing. The literary arts is just the most fantastic thing you can think about on the orange economy, because that's where the literary arts fits in, right?
Yes.
It's the most fantastic thing, I tell you. When we talk about poetry, tell us what that is exactly. Because, yes, most of the time when you hear the word poetry, all people think about is rhymes. You're right?
Yes.
So, the cat and the rat and the bat and they start to make sure, every line has to rhyme, right? But poetry is more than just rhyming.
Yes, it is. It's
tell us what poetry is really about, and what does it mean to you?
It's just like expressing your thoughts. So, you may see something, a lot of social issues are out there, And you might, think about it and you write something. It doesn't necessarily have to rhyme. Sometimes a rhyme could be every other line. Sometimes it could be no rhyme at all. But you just write. Whatever
Yes.
comes to you, you just write. Sometimes I may go out somewhere and words start to flow. So I may just have a napkin from my table. So I just take a napkin and start to scribble something
The
on it.
inspiration.
Because yes, if you don't write it down, as soon as it comes to you,
You're gonna lose
it.
I tell you, that is the flow, guys. When we talk about the inspiration and the flow coming out of you as a creative, as a poet, as a writer, this is what we're talking about. When you're just out there and the inspiration just hit you, right? Like how Bob Marley said, when the music hit, you feel okay. You just got to write it down.
That's
Because you're gonna lose it. It's gonna just
we'll just go from
that flow just like a breeze. It just passes. You gotta grab it quickly. I tell you, talent, guys, talent over here, this is Maria Bristol. Let me tell you, Maria Bristol is a daughter of Trinidad and Tobago, living in Tobago since she was a small child. Maria just is so full of talent and how to put it, she is the most kind and peaceful person I have met, especially as an educator. It's a lot you all have to deal with as teachers, and you all do put out a lot. And I want to thank you for that as well, being part of the education system here in Tobago and for doing your part. We want to get into these poems because, we like to be read on Book Club Corner. So Maria has 4 poems in this book. And I want Maria to start us off. All her poems are nice, but let us start with the dedication to workaholics.
Okay.
Let's start with that.
Okay. This poem is titled Dedicated to All Workaholics, and I'm sure lots of you can relate to this. I thought of having a day off to rest, but it wasn't my birthday, so I thought I'd let it wait because there was so much still to be done. I thought of having a day off to rest, but it wasn't Father's Day or Mother's Day, so I thought I'd let it wait because there was work that had to be done. I thought of having a day off to rest, but it wasn't my anniversary, so I thought I'd let it wait because my schedule was still too tight. I thought of having a day off to rest, but it wasn't a public holiday, so I thought I'd let it wait because the time was just not right. Well, you finally got the time off to rest. It was a very special day. It was your funeral. You had finally burnt yourself out. So now you rest for eternity.
Guys, I don't want to laugh, but it's how she said it. It was a very special day. It was your funeral. Guys, the workaholics. This is a serious thing we're talking about, I mean, I'm tickled pink by how she, how she's laying it out there first. But it's very serious. We need to take care of ourselves.
Yes, we do.
Self-care is important.
Yes, if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
Yes.
And you can't contribute anything to anybody.
No, you can't pour from an empty cup,
That's
right?
right.
So you need to fill that cup, and self-care is one of the ways of filling that cup. Right. We had that DIY segment right before Book Club Corner with Janelle, and that lovely segment where they were mixing, doing the scrubs and all of that. And those are some of the health self-care things, right?
Yes.
So
pamper yourself.
Yes, call the young lady. She's gonna put her information in comment. Call her and get her products. You need to take care of yourself because we do not want the next time you get your rest is at a very special day, which is your funeral. Okay, we don't want that.
No.
So I'm looking at this poem. What inspired you to write about workaholics? Are you a workaholic, Maria?
Yes, I played.
I got a feeling.
Yes, I'm guilty.
You were speaking to yourself here.
Yes. And I'm always going on. My children say to me, you are just like your mother. My mother was always active, up and down. Social work. She was in every group that you could name, and she was really, really active and contributing. And like the genes rub off.
Yes.
Like it rub off because I just find myself going. And my trainer say, so mommy, you're going another meeting. You can't stay home a little bit. You're just running up and down. You need to take care of yourself.
Yes.
You need a holiday. You need a rest. But so I'm guilty. Guilty as charged.
Many of us are, you know.
Yeah.
It's a learned behavior, this workaholic thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't want to put my mouth in to say if it's good or bad because my mother was a terrible workaholic.
Okay.
She went to university, and while she was at university, she used to make us feel shame. I'll tell you why. This woman would come home the second week of being at university. You know when it opened, just give you all the assignments. And she would come home the second week and talk about, you all will drop me to the library this weekend? You could have the car. I go in and do work. I like, you just, like the term just started. What's the hurry? She finished her assignment within 1 month of starting and talking about, I have to go for my bibliography and and we there, you know, because she went to university late because she wanted to be there for us.
For the children,
yeah.
yes.
So she put off because she had started a degree in social work and she stopped and went back after. And I used to be saying to myself, good grief, have mercy, where she's get all this drive. We ate no, let me tell you, we ate no KFC. I didn't know you could go in KFC and buy food, you know.
Okay.
She cooked every single day of our life, you know. You couldn't bring home anything, you know. Everything she could make home for free. We digress, though. But this workaholic thing is serious, guys. Take care of yourselves. Parents, be careful you don't give your children that legacy of workaholism.
Yes.
Be careful. Right? It's lovely for them to see that you're doing things, but it's also extremely important that they see that you're taking care of yourself so you can be the best you, the best mommy, the best daddy, uncle, auntie, granny, the best you that you can be. Right? It's very important.
Leisure is very important.
Oh, yes. Well, we're heading into another poem that speaks to coming down from activities to more leisure, because we know that people, it's synonymous that when you getting older you slow down.
Yes.
But some people don't, eh?
No, some of us retire. We put on new tires and we are going again.
I love that one. I'm stealing that one, Maria. Some of us retire, guys, she said. They don't retire to go home and rest, right? They
put on
change
new
their tires, right? Like how they do in winter and stuff. They put on new tires so they can start fresh.
Yes, and then you start again.
Yeah. We're going now to talk about this poem. Maria, I want you to read this first. This one has a little more length. Aging with Dignity on page 130. So give us half of the first page. That's
Half,
okay?
okay.
Yes, give me half of the first
All
page.
right, no
Thank you.
problem. Aging with dignity. So you think you could treat me any old way? I hope you realize you're going to reach here one day. I'm old now, so you think I'm so derelict and useless. And you at your peak, so you deserve only the best. Who tell you I want to live in home for the age? After I work hard, build my house and always manage. So you put me here well out of your sight. And you do your duty by visiting once every fortnight. Then all you collect in my hard-earned pension. Force me to sign it and not a red cent past my vision. You love to talk down to me as if I was a little child, shouting as if I'm deaf and cussing me all the while. Yet, when you bring your big-time friends and with family to visit, you're hugging and kissing me, and in the seat of honor I sit. Why you think you have to treat me as a nuisance? And to your tune, you always expect me to dance? Long ago, the elderly was treated with respect and dignity, but nowadays we treat it only with contempt and pity. In the past, if you go to a function or ride in a bus, a youth would give the elderly the seat without any fuss. But that ain't happening now at all, at all, at all.
Guys, we're just
Sad
gonna let that linger in here. We're going to a break, and when we come back, we're gonna be talking about the elderly, aging with dignity, and this style of poem, it differs from the other poem you just read. I noticed that. So we're going to a break, guys. Stay tuned. Don't touch your TV. Go for a snack and come back. We'll be back with Maria Bristol and her poems.
Full Disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates. Real questions and honest conversations with the sole aim of keeping you fully in the know. Full Disclosure with the executive every Thursday at 8 p.m. only on Tobago Updates.
So your car break down
Oh, no, not again.
and you're worried paying a wrecker could mean a pocket breakdown too. But when you're insured with Tatil, no stress.
Yes!
A Tatil motor policy has lots of benefits that protect your pocket, like free roadside assistance that's free 24/7 every time, as many times as you need. Tatil, where people are people. A member of the Ansa McCall Group.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Welcome back, and thank you for sticking with us. This is Book Club Corner. We're here with Maria Bristol, the latest guest on the Commonwealth Poetry Podcast, and we're talking to her about her poems in the book Tobago Imprint, and this book is done by the Tobago Writers Guild. Before we went to break, Maria read for us a poem called Aging with Dignity. And we see in this poem, let me first, before we get into the theme of the poem, what I want to discuss is the flow of the poem. Because the poem you read before, which was dedicated to all workaholics, you have verses. But this one, it's literally like a short story. Yeah. So if you can, tell me about the difference and why you're treating with this topic in this way in terms of doing a whole block instead of the verses that you broke it up into in the other poem.
Right. Well, I think that I thought of having it like a monologue, setting, and then I wanted to perform it. Right. So it was better in this format. And then I used dialect. The other poem was standard English, but this one is dialect. Because then I want to get over the point. And it is a reality, It's sadly a reality of you age and your family members, for whatever reason. You know, sometimes they think that they can't take care of you adequately and they put you in a home. But I know a lot of psychologists are saying that, you know, the unfamiliarity of the home helps the person to deteriorate faster than if they were in a familiar setting.
Of course.
But that must be a whole other debate.
Yes. But this poem, when I saw how you laid this out in this way, or like a short story, because you were doing it in a monologue. You wanted to deliver it like that. Yeah, and I remember for one, I think it was Literary Affair. You did this. So the Tobago Writers Guild has annual events. One is the Literary Affair. And Maria performed this piece, and she's a really great. Yes, she's a really great performer. But when I read this poem, the theme that jumped out for me, obviously, right, is about elders.
Yes.
And elder abuse.
Oh, yes.
Right, and that's one of the things we don't like to talk about.
True.
But guys, let me tell you, it's real, it's serious, and it shouldn't be happening. It's unfortunate. And I know not all persons who become elders were nice people, right? Let's be honest. Not everybody who is now an elder was an angel, but elder abuse is a serious thing. And the poem is talking about here, where you talk about, you know, and as you said, you did this in our vernacular.
Yes.
Right? Our parlance.
In our parlance.
Right? Where it is, you spoke like, you know, you're literally talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Just a regular Caribbean Tobago person. And I like when it said, force me to sign it and not a red cent past my vision.
Yeah, because they do that.
Yes.
Yes.
They take your pension.
You see them and when they pension, they come and they force you to sign the check and they you hand it over to them and that's it. And you don't see them again until the next pension date.
Elders out there, We want to tell you we love you, we respect you, and keep your life going. Not because you're finished in your working world and have now, as Maria said, retired, right? And, put on new tires. You don't go anywhere, you don't do anything. I'm speaking to the elderly women as well, because they're the ones who, usually stop going out a lot of times. Keep your life going. Keep your friendships going. Keep doing things. Keep moving. If you read, this is a perfect a best hobby for an elderly person. You see, reading, get your books, and you don't even have to buy them. Secret, I'm telling you. Go down to the library, join the library, and you get free books.
Yes.
Free books, you don't have to pay.
Yes.
So get your life still moving. Keep doing things. Go down to the library, become a member of the library. You can go there and spend the day. There is an area for elderly persons, persons over 60 in the library. I went into this area, I didn't even know, and somebody promptly came, "Hi, excuse me."
In the wrong section.
Yeah, are you retired? Are you an elder? I said, "Excuse." She said, this is not for everybody. This area is only for right.
Reserve.
Yes. So I had to pick up myself on my laptop and for Keith. But that's just to tell you, the library makes provisions for us. So go down to the library, get yourself a library card. It's free for your first card, and relax yourself there. Enjoy reading. Even in retirement, reading is a perfect hobby. And you can start writing. You can become a writer in your retired years.
Exactly.
Let me tell you, this literary arts thing it's sweet. It's sweet, guys. It's real sweet. We're going to be wrapping up. But when we're wrapping up, we're going to, because Maria is reading to me so sweetly. I'm enjoying it so much. We're going to be reading with Maria Bristol her poem, Misunderstood. Take us into that. So it's half and half. Read the first half for me, please.
Sure. Misunderstood. Wait, I can't believe what I see. You're really shunning and scorning me? I didn't always have this disease, I didn't go out and get it just so. I was a happily married wife. I thought I had the perfect life until my husband started to stray, and now he has come to rue that day. He knocked from pillar to post, a lifestyle that made him give up the ghost. He gone and leave me now to suffer, branded with this dreadful HIV/AIDS stigma. People shunning me and my children, leaving us without one single friend. I lose my job. No one want me around. That's why I begging all wrong tongue. Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
I don't have money for food or treatment. My problems have robbed me of every cent. What will become of my children when I'm dead? Lord, how that thought hurt in my head. I've always tried to be a good person, but my spouse like having outside fun. So he end up tainting my whole life. Into my heart he trusts a fatal knife. So who are you to stand in judgment? You better ask the Lord to help you repent. Remember what you do to one the least like me. Don't you know you do unto thee?
Let's stop there. Listen, every one of these poems, Maria, you done us real hard today. You're giving us things to think about,
Exactly.
Food for thought, elder abuse, workaholism, and now we're talking about the HIV/AIDS stigma.
Yes.
And at the root of that is discrimination and judgment.
That's right.
Because,
persons, you don't know my history, you don't know my past, you don't know anything about me, but you're judging me based on what you're seeing, how I'm appearing.
Or what you've heard, because we like this.
Oh, yes.
We love the little ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Yeah. You don't even know if it's true sometimes.
Yeah.
I tell you. So we're wrapping up with these poems. Maria Bristol, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
As usual. Such a lovely author. Guys, get into writing, get into the literary arts, and get this book as well. It's the Tobago in print, and it's published by the Tobago Writers Guild. And this is just volume 1. Maria has over 100 poems. She will be published in volume 2. That's coming soon. I want to thank you for tuning in with us today. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors. Thank you for you viewing across the Caribbean and in Trinidad and Tobago. And come back to meet with us next week when we speak to yet another local author, an educator, the former head of the public service, Mr. Reginald Dumas. Cheers to you, Maria. Cheers. And cheers to you.
Wait, I don't even have suit and thing for this wedding. Why getting them thing?
Well, the port mall right over there.
Alright, thanks.
The Port Mall, where the varieties are large from your favorite stores, from restaurants to salons and from clothing stores to jewelry stores, located at Sanctus Hill, Scarborough, Tobago. Telephone number is 868-334-6589.
Wow. I didn't expect to see you here. Look good.
Thanks. It's all because of you on Portmore. But here now I'm going to our wedding. You want to join me?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright.
Beat the rush and come on down to the Port Mall.
If you see or know about a crime, report a crime safely and anonymously. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. You can play your part safely and anonymously. Report a crime. Earn a reward. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. Be a hero. Champion. Fearless citizen. Be a crime stopper safely and anonymously. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime.
But this place is boring enough. We don't even do nothing. Let me go somewhere now.
I really want some new things, yes?
Then look no further. Port Mall is the place for you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you can have anything that your heart desires. Take a look for yourselves. A world of endless opportunities. Feeling hungry? Go get something to eat. Books and stationeries, games, and much more. Port Mall, the island's beat.
There's a new date for Tobago Swim Fest, September 17th, 2023. Come and witness the main event, the 4-kilometer swim from Pigeon Point to Buku Point. More than $25,000 in prizes. It's a family affair, so come out from 11 a.m. on the beautiful Buku Beach. There'll be swimming races, sandcastle building, and seafood on sale. Come and enjoy a fun day at the beach. Calling swimmers from Crown Point to Charlottesville. Registration on the day.
Maria Bristol, such a wonderful educator and author. Thank you so much for being a part of my children's lives. Yes, I remember you, Scarborough Methodist. Good morning to you as well. Mr. Dr. Duke, thank you from your busy schedule coming to sit with us. We definitely had a wonderful conversation with you. You know, and of course, my good friend and sister, Anola, thank you for your wonderful scrubs and thank you for making me a part of the process. And you know, for those of you who are just watching, I would have given you a rundown of what is going on today. And now we get to speak to the man behind the Beard Boss franchise. He's no stranger to you guys. Akil Andrews, owner, proprietor, and he brought this concept to life. And we're so glad that he's here with us today. Akil, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh, I am so proud of you.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's like looking at, you know, planting a seedling and allowing yourself to watch it grow and come to fruition.
Yes.
Yeah. How did the Beard Boss idea even come about? Let's start there.
I always wanted to have a business that is unique to, you know, your beard. The family I come from, the Andrews family, that's what we are known for. We're known for having healthy beard, right? So it's something that I wanted to actually get myself into, right? I spoke about the Andrews family, and I'm saying that we are also a family of very well-known entrepreneurs. It's a family of business, and it all started with my grandfather, Dalton Andrews, the late great, right? And it's passed on to my uncles and, you know, the generations after that is myself, my siblings, my cousins, etc., right? So this started in 2020, right? And I started off with just a beard oil, Hercules Mint fragrance. That's our signature fragrance. And since then, the line has grown into having another fragrance, which is soft lemon coconut, and now we have a shampoo.
Right.
So it has grown and it continues to grow.
What is your clientele like? Is it like a vast spectrum of male clients?
Definitely. Well, January this year I released a calendar, a bearded calendar, right? Unique to, of course, Beard Boss.
Yeah.
Right. So it signifies my ambassadors for each month. So it's 12 gentlemen, including myself, right? And on that calendar, what you see is an array of different gentlemen from different walks of life.
Wow.
Young, middle age, I wouldn't say old, right? So I would say that my brand caters to anybody from the age of 18 to probably 55, right? Because it's for really the modern day man, right? A modern day man isn't somebody who is just 18 or just upcoming in their 20s or 30s, but it's just a man who believes in self-care and loves self-care, right? Because taking care of your beard is a part of self-care.
Yes.
Right? Of course, whatever you put into your beard, it goes straight into your skin. So it's like a care for yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Right? So it's for any man that's enthused about their beard's health, and of course, their skin as well, too. Right? Because the products are natural. Natural oils are actually employed in the products to ensure that it's great. So, yeah.
What about graying? Because I know some people have concerns. Oh, I'm getting gray. You know, what does the oil help in that? Because I've gotten so many questions, you know, so many lamentations about, oh, I'm getting gray and my beard is gray, and you know, does it any of the ingredients help with that?
It does not. However, the brand actually allows you to embrace yourself.
Okay.
Right? A part of self-care is loving who you are as a person. Right? Grays are part of maturity.
Oh, yes.
Right? And funny that you said that, because one of my ambassadors, Mr. April, I believe, Dave Elliott, he's one of, I believe, Tobago's very well-known bearded gentleman, and he's also in this sphere as well, in the camera field and that kind of thing.
Yes.
Right. So Dave is actually one of my ambassadors, and Dave is very well known for his gray beard, and he's one of my ambassadors and, you know, uses my product all the time. Right? So for me, I'm all about embracing journey, because that's a part of self-care.
Definitely.
Right? So no, my products cannot help to die, but it helps to enrich. Right? It's, as I said, healthy beard growth. So it allows for your beard to be healthy. Right? So
lush,
so it strengthens your roots. So shred is prevented. That's part of being healthy, because you could have a full head of hair like yourself, but it could be very thin, right? So the oils actually assist in thickening, moisturizing, so it
Right.
actually easier to manage, so a comb can easier pass through, right? The beard, etc. And of course, it's an anti-itch and anti-dandruff as well. So, you know, some gentlemen, they are not keen on growing a beard because it tends to itch them. They might say, nah, you know, it's
Yeah.
scratching me. I don't want to grow anything on my face. But the oils actually assist in, you know, taking the itches away and taking that dandruff from inside. So it actually encourages you to embrace your manhood. Because, you know, it's only us we could grow the beard.
Right.
So it's important for us to embrace our manhood. And of course, we have the shampoo, which allows for your beard to be clean, because it's important. Because, you know, germs will be trapped inside.
Accumulate, yes.
Germs be trapped inside your beard, so it's important to have it cleansed. So yeah.
So if you must grow one, then it needs to be healthy.
Of course.
It needs to be clean.
Yes, because a part of healthiness is cleanliness.
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, it goes back to your hair right now.
Yeah.
You can't have a full head of hair and it's not clean.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be clean and it's gotta smell
exactly.
good.
And because of the fact that your beard is actually on your face, you know, when people lead in for a hug or a kiss, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, you want the oils to be, as I said, well fragrant, smells good. So the fragrances aren't too loud. They are very mild, so that it won't compete with your cologne, because, you know, as men, we want to smell good as well too.
Yes, definitely.
We don't want anything to compete against, you know.
What inspires Akil Andrews? What inspires you?
I inspire myself. I'm self-motivated because I know the vision that I have for me. And I know that by the grace of God, if it's not up to me, then who is up to again?
Yes.
And of course, I have a son, so I'm also inspired. You know, he inspires me because he actually makes me to be a better person.
I love that.
Yeah. And, you know, I don't think that we see a very healthy representation of Black men and Black fathers. So it's important that I represent that for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the fact that you said that, because I remember we were talking during the book club segment, and we did touch on representing ourselves and our children
Yeah.
needing to see us represented.
Definitely.
You know, our nieces, our nephews need to see us
Yeah.
being successful.
Yeah, I think that we are in a space now, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, where we have, you know, a high crime rate. It's, of course, majority of that is men, unfortunately, right? So it's important for me to show my son and, you know, other young men out there that, you know, a strong representation of what a man should be. You know, being a businessman, well-educated, honest, diligent, that kind of thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about what's next. What's next for you? Let's go there. You were telling me about a new location.
Right.
Yeah, let's talk there.
Well, the sky is the limit for Beard Boss. Definitely, right? What I can say is what's next is expansion in the product line for Beard Boss, right? We are coming with something very new and exciting for the next year, right? Bigger and better things are ahead, right? We are currently at 7 locations. 6 in Tobago, 1 in Trinidad.
Right.
Right. Our most recent is at Penny Savers Pharmacy, which is located in Canaan and Canby. Right. So that is our newest location. We're also at Waterfront Pharmacy. That is located opposite KFC in Scarborough. Right. We are at Hysteria Fashions, which is at Dutch Fort. We are also right here at the Port Mall at Island Boys Barbershop, 3rd level Port Mall. The barbershop that's closest to the elevator side. We're at Tobago Wick. She recently moved to upstairs Rashad's men's store that is in Canby. So we're there as well. We are at NIS Beauty. That is located in Trinidad. It's our Trinidad outlet.
Right.
Right. NIS Beauty is located at Excellent City Center in Port of Spain.
Excellent. Yeah.
Right. So that's opposite. That's, you know, in a mall right there in Tong, Independence Square. And I'm also at another barbershop location at Milford Court Plaza called Comfort Zone Barbershop. My ambassador there is Shaka. So he is the barber that sells my products.
Right.
So we are also there. So that's the 7 locations that we're at. So the sky is definitely the limit for Beard Boss, and only up from here.
Yeah. What about the Trinidadian demographic? Are they embracing
Definitely
the Beard Boss franchise?
Definitely. I recently had an experience with TIC, whereby the THA would have sponsored myself and some other entrepreneurs, the Division of Finance, right? So we would have journeyed down there at Center of Excellence in Macoya, and we had an amazing time. Of course, it was a part of the THA assisting entrepreneurs in growth and development. It is actually a TIC right here. This
Right,
is a TIC setup
yes.
right here, right? And this is my calendar that you see here, the orange graphic here. This is the calendar with the 12 gentlemen
with
here.
the
Yes, and these
lovely
are my ambassadors
faces.
here. Yes, so this experience was really, really amazing.
Yeah.
Right, so it allowed my product to, I would say, get that recognition in the other island, because you want to be embraced outside of the Tobago shores, right? So as I said, something big is coming up, bigger things are coming. So we're actually in the process of, negotiating with other Trinidad outlets to have the product shelved at their space. So definitely.
What about, and this comes to mind, what about the tourism sector? How do you see yourself in that regard? Is Beard Boss going to be one of those franchises that we see at these expos, or we see, being represented? Because that's what we want at the end of the day.
Well, I'm happy that you said that on air so that the relevant persons can actually hear that and give me the opportunity, right? So that's a plug, right? So I'm happy that you said that. Yes, I would love those opportunities. I believe that those things are definitely in the pipeline. As I said, TIC was just a foot in the door, right? So definitely looking forward to that exporting factor and, all of those bigger and better things to come with Beard Boss.
So in terms of running the business aspect, is it just Akil? Who is on Akil's team? Is it a team of you guys?
Well, I am the owner of the business, yes,
Right.
but I have the support of my family, of course. Right, I have the immense support of my family who would assist in the packaging and the labeling, etc. Because this isn't easy. Owning a business isn't easy. This is actually my second business. I have Ties and Nuts, which was launched in 2018, which is still an ongoing business as well. So I manage the two of them, right? So it's definitely not easy, but I have the support of my family, especially my sister Keisha. She would be, right there with me, assisting in the actual mixing of the products, etc. But of course, as time goes by, the business is growing and is getting, of course, larger. Then of course I will have to increase the size of my team.
Yeah, I'm seeing where you would be having to increase the size of your team, because I'm feeling the positivity in your vibration.
Yes.
And it's not even the sky that is the limit. I mean, it's even further. If there's something further than the sky,
I know, right?
then
Yes.
that's where we want to head.
Yeah.
But what would you say to the viewers watching if you had to speak to upcoming entrepreneurs? What would you say to them today?
Don't give up, but also remember that God is in control. Because I think that one thing that we do is we tend to focus solely on the positives where our business is concerned. We glamorize it. But outside of that positive, there's also, I wouldn't say a dark side, but sleepless nights, the early mornings, the late nights. There are months where things wouldn't be as great as previous months, for example. But it is also important that you remain consistent, because consistency is key in any business. Doesn't matter if you're into the beauty industry or if you're in the construction industry or whatever field that you are in. It's definitely important to remain consistent, right? Because people are looking on. You may think that people are not looking on, but people are definitely looking on. So,
Yes, they are. And how do we find you? I know that there are inquiring minds that want to know. How do we find Beard Boss? How do we find Akil Andrews?
All right.
Number, social tags.
Sure, no problem. Well, I would have mentioned the outlets, the 7 outlets, right? Outside of the outlets, you can call me at 475-9632. That's 475-9632, right? You can follow my Instagram and Facebook pages at Beard Boss TT. That's the Facebook and Instagram name, right? So you could follow there. And of course, we also do delivery as well at a small fee.
Right.
The Trinidad customers, some of them are not able to visit the Port of Spain outlet because, as you know, the demographic is much larger in Trinidad.
Right.
It's much larger,
Yeah.
right? So TT Post options are also available for them. I do TT Post deliveries every Friday
Wonderful.
to my Trinidad clientele. So some may be in South, they are not unable to visit the East-West corridor. So we have you. And as I said, the brand is growing and more shelf space will be coming on in the Trinidad space before the end of the year, definitely. So, of course, I'll be more accessible
Yes.
to those in and around the island and the country, because it's nationwide now.
Yeah. So we are nationwide, and it only gets better from there.
Of course.
From all family to yours, Akil, we want to wish you so much blessings and peace and love and light, and of course success in whatever you endeavor to do.
Thank you.
So we want to thank you so much for joining us on Brunch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and that's it, guys. That's it for today. Thank you for viewing Brunch. But before we go, let me just take you back to our trivia question for today. In the 1960s, what were the names of the 2 cargo ships used to service our sea bridge? And the answer is the Scarlet Ibis and the Bird of Paradise. Yes, the Scarlet Ibis and the Bird of Paradise. So you guys learned something today. Thank you so much for joining us on Brunch. Remember, we are back here on Friday. Do not miss our Money Matters. Do not miss our Culture Corner. Do not miss our Eye and Bagel. And of course, Life Diaries. We will see you on Friday. From all family to yours, have a blessed day, and we wish you nothing but blessings, peace, love, and of course, light. Have a good day. Bye-bye.